Hey everybody, this is the Spider 32, again with another video. And there's a few things that I want to get off my chest. First and foremost, I saw your live stream, True Sherm, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed by, by what you saw, by what I've seen. This is 2021. Like you said before, it's 2021. This is the year of no fuck shit. What does that entail? I will no longer put up with anyone's bullshit. I will no longer deal with dumbasses. I will no longer put up with anyone's crap. That's basically what that's telling me. I don't know if anybody's watching, but I'll leave the description in the show. If you're a dumbass, please keep that shit to yourself. And what I mean by this, don't rape. Men shouldn't rape. Let's teach men not to rape. If it were that simple, you fucking idiot. When we stop people from doing something, when we stop people from men from raping, right about now. Okay. Logic, using that particular logic, let's let okay. Let's let okay, let's okay, let's if it were that simple. Okay, let's okay, don't tell me to please don't tell me to wear a mask. Please don't tell me to cover my mouth when I sneeze. Let's just teach the flu or the common cold not to infect me. Let's just teach cars not to crash and stop telling people to wear a seatbelt. This is the fucking stupid ass logic that you infuse. And it's like, this is what certain things that are put in place to prevent you from becoming a victim. They say this to prevent you from becoming a victim. But sure, let's just go by that fucking logic. This is why they tell your stupid ass, walk with a friend. Don't walk alone. Park your car in a lit area. They tell you this shit for a fucking reason. But if you choose to ignore all of this, you're a fucking dumbass. And then you wonder why bad shit happens to you. Because you don't take preventative fucking measures to keep you from becoming a victim. But no, I'm just talking out of my ass. Just never mind that. Okay. Hang on. Now, with that being said, let's begin.
I'm Nick Nimmin, and I'm a StreamYard user. If you're considering live stream, My Body, My Choice is a popular rallying cry among people on the left who claim to care about women, empowerment, bodily autonomy, self-ownership, and consent. And it's a great slogan, but I just think it's funny that a lot of the people who parrot it, politicians in particular, support or at least accept policies like regulating beverages on menus, taxing soft drinks, and criminalizing products popular among minority communities. They may want cannabis to be legal and taxable, but believe the government has a fundamental right to regulate the substances people put in their bodies, even if they aren't hurting anyone. They're totally fine telling me how I may and may not defend myself and my body, and currently some even believe I shouldn't have the choice to opt out of an experimental injection made by known criminal corporations with track records of fatal incompetence, or should at least be ostracized from society or shamed should I decide not to get it. This is particularly rich considering the people most at risk for severe symptoms, hospitalization, and death from COVID are overwhelmingly those with pre-existing conditions caused by lifestyle choices. Yet according to the My Body, My Choice crowd, it's my responsibility to sacrifice my own bodily autonomy to cater to choices these people have made about their bodies. But it's not just that the slogan is entirely hypocritical and contradictory, it's also sexist as fuck. It's supposed to be feminist or something, to claim ownership of your body, but my body contains my mind, and with my mind I've reasoned that I morally oppose many of the policies I'm forced to fund via mandatory taxation. I don't like blowing up little kids, mass surveillance without warrants, prosecuting whistleblowers who expose heinous crimes, arming domestic police as well as oppressive regimes with military weapons, bailing out and subsidizing corrupt corporations, many of which produce death machines, enforcing gun control when the state is the worst perpetrator of gun violence, seizing lands to build border walls regardless of the party in power, indoctrinating children with subservient pro-government rule-following propaganda, waging a domestic war on terror that will inevitably lead to further radicalization as well as further restrictions of civil liberties and an expanded police state, enforcing the anti-choice, violent, and failed war on drugs, settlements for police brutality, or generous raises for self-important scumbag politicians. Despite my inherent self-ownership and ability to reason and draw conclusions about government policy and its legitimacy in general, the left still insists I have no choice but to fund policies I disagree with. Obviously, people and politicians on the right also demand I pay for policies and programs that violate my morals, but they aren't exactly parading around as saviors for women. If you refuse to submit to this paradigm and their ideology, they'll gaslight you and say it's your own fault for not submitting to the system, for not electing people from a narrow range of options to rule over you and steal your income, like they just did with Joe and Kamala and the rest of the Democrats after spending 4 years grandstanding about not consenting to those in power and demanding their refusals be respected. Fast forward to their establishment politicians gaining the upper hand. Well, you had a choice and you didn't make it, they'll say, so you deserve whatever rulers you get. But I don't even consent to the system itself, let alone the authoritarian options they select for me to choose from. I don't consent to a violent government propped up by violent gun-toting enforcers and power-hungry politicians and bureaucrats who never asked me or anybody else if I wanted their rule or services. To summarize, the very same people who scream my body, my choice, often refuse to acknowledge or recognize my individual consciousness and sovereignty and refusal to consent to a coercive, violent system that expects me to pay for things I don't want and morally oppose and will assert the right to brutalize me for non-compliance because every single law is backed up with a threat of force, however compassionate, wise, and necessary its supporters may think it is. They're ultimately saying the only thing I truly own and have consent, choice, and authority over is my pussy, misogynistically reducing me to reproductive organs. They disregard and disrespect my consciousness and values and tell me it's for my own good, but it's incredibly paternalistic to insist and demand that the only place I really have authority when it comes to government control is my pussy. But you can vote, they'll say. But this is in no way an actual choice when no matter what, whether I vote for a ruling class puppet or megalomaniac or not, I'm forced to comply and fund oppression. It would be a lot more principled to stop objectifying women and stop enslaving all humans, employing majority mob rule to make choices for them and restricting their freedoms, and calling it democracy and representation. But what do I know? I'm just a silly woman. I can really only be trusted to make decisions on my pussy. I need ruling class tyrants to make the rest of my decisions for me.
At least somebody had to fucking say this shit. Okay, anyone there? So, whatever. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on in. Okay. Who's up for some? Hey, like I said, anybody want to join me? Come on in. And with that being said, I have an article. True Sherman said something interesting. Okay. I think I have an article, and I think True Sherman said something very, very interesting that I wanted to share. Okay, here it is. In a grim new trend, people around the world are wearing hazmat suits in public, an apparent bid to avoid catching the coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, which is sometimes called deadly disease COVID-19 or whatever. A UK newspaper spotted one shopper pushing a cart of full hazmat gear on what happened to be a gas mask in Somerset, England. A second individual reported was seen walking through the bath in what appeared to be 27 rolls of toilet paper. Everyone in the shop was looking at him, but witness told the paper. I was shocked, and so are a lot of people in the staff. According to local news and social media, more hazmat-clad shoppers have showed up in a Walmart in Maine, Costco's in California and Florida, and supermarkets in Australia and New Zealand. Many more social media users have posted hazmat sightings. They've posted hazmat sightings at stores without specifying a specific location. In Nashville, one user even uploaded a pic of a man at a rooftop bar wearing a hazmat suit with, yes, cowboy boots. You might want to dress down. However, experts say the suits, often called personal protective equipment or PPE, are unlikely to be an effective defense against the coronavirus. Even worse, they say it would be if public demand for the suits create a supply problem for first responders and medical workers. There are plenty of sensible distancing strategies one can employ to reduce contact and risk of transmission. This is Ashwin Bassett, a professor at Columbia University. This is not one of them. The bleak trend comes as grocery stores struggling to keep up with the demand as people stock up on supplies the outbreak spreads. Tara Smith, professor of epidemiology at Kansas State University, told Futurism that the phenomenon was already on her radar. A Facebook friend said, and she had said she just posted a photo of yet another hazmat-wearing shopper at Walmart in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I am very skeptical that people know how to use them correctly. Adding without proper training and fitting, it's unlikely that the shoppers are using the suit and mask effectively. Gloves only protect you if you take them off the right way. Otherwise, you just contaminate your hands when you remove them. And if the gloves are contaminated and you're touching other objects, like your food products, then you just bring the contamination home anyway. It tracks with photographic evidence. The man spotted wearing a hazmat suit in New Zealand, for instance, was widely mocked for skipping the gloves and leaving his hands exposed. Maria Armstrong, a professor of public health in New York University, said that she had seen more evidence that members of the public aren't wearing the suits properly. In one photo, she said she noticed that a hazmat-wearing individual had pulled down his or her mask using, she pointed out, what was probably an unwashed glove. As a general principle, people not trained how to use PPE often manage to do little good for themselves, contaminate themselves in the process of removing equipment, and perhaps even increase the risk of exposure by letting down their guard. But the important thing is that, like maintaining distance and frequent hand washing. Of course, she added. Speaking of the photo she saw of half-night wearing suit in New York because it's Brooklyn. I'm not 100% sure we can ignore the possibility of performance art. Even before COVID-19 was already common in some places for people wearing surgical masks in public, it's not entirely clear whether that technique is offensive against the coronavirus, but already led to shortages that are ominous during a pandemic. Now, a number of public incidents during the coronavirus outbreak. Let's see. Hold on. I feel like, hey, anyone hear me? Back. There we go. I feel like, I got my son here. It's over tonight. I got my son. It's over tonight. Yeah. Read this. Okay, read this up. Just reading this article. This article. Now, a number of public incidents during the coronavirus outbreak have pushed hazmat suits further into the general public's consciousness. Supermodel Naomi Campbell, for instance, donned a hazmat suit to Los Angeles International Airport this past weekend. It's not a funny time. It's not a humorous time. I'm not doing this for laughs, said later. That is how I feel comfortable traveling if I have to travel. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. Well, Broadway shut down because of the virus. The prominent ticket seller offered an ominous disclaimer that audience members should wear hazmat suits in any crowded venue in New York City during this pandemic. Even more bizarre was an incident this weekend in which a hazmat wearing man entered the Las Vegas Walmart and started spraying items with an unknown substance before being apprehended by police. Clyde Duggal, the director of the Genetic Epidemiology program at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health for Futurism, that interprets most people wearing hazmat suits in public as seeking attention. Practicing good social distancing techniques, including avoid large gatherings, simply washing hands, and limiting contact with others, should be enough to decrease transmission of COVID-19. It's not perfect, but it does work. Wearing a hazmat suit may also work, but it's potentially creating a false sense of security for the individual while increasing anxiety in those around them. Okay. The Armstrong Key, though, was more circumspect, framing the public hazmat sightings as symptoms of widespread fear and poor communication from authorities. On the other hand, if you say a patient in treatment for cancer without family nearby, and you need to go buy orange juice, New York must feel like a scary place right now. To me, the social political angle is important here. How have we reached a state of such uncertainty that people are suiting up to travel to reverse Brooklyn? More messaging from political leaders, slow rollout of testing, and whiplash policy changes have injected unnerving uncertainty into people's daily lives. As ordinary people struggle to sort out the risk and responsibility of the pandemic, maybe it's not surprising that some people are going to extremes. Yeah, it makes a hell of a lot of sense. Fuck me. Well, I think I'm going to do one more video before heading out. I don't know. It's the fact that I'm tired of dealing with fucking morons. I'm fucking surrounded. This is gonna knock your socks off.
If you train men not to grow up to become rapists, when you prevent rape,
Oh my God!
Rapists to stop doing what he's doing.
Yes. You know what would be better?
Well, Lord is teach men not to rape, and this is for a multitude of.
Oh my God. It's similar. Teaching a child not to drown while throwing. Teaching men not to rape is similar to saying teaching a child not to drown while throwing it in the water. Okay. You're a fucking idiot. This is what I said. This is a nail in your fucking head. This is the... You know, stupidity is a fucking problem. Falsely assume that every man is a rapist and taught otherwise. Teaches people not to defend themselves from predators. Forces male rape victims to be taught not to rape. Erases female rapists and abusers. It assumes that rapists will change when they're reminded it's illegal to rape, which they already know. Blames all men for rape and forces the idea of paranoia in women, teaches women to look down upon men. Yes, it's just, of course, it's the level of fucking misandry and blatant fucking stupidity coming from these fucking morons. I swear to God. We shouldn't. No. I shouldn't say kill off all the stupid people. Stupidity is a self-correcting problem. Let's just peel off all the fucking warning labels, and the problem will eventually solve itself. This is the fucking stupidity of humanity. Like, oh my God. Teach men not to rape. Not to rape. Like teaching men teaching criminals not let's teach criminals not to do crimes. Let's teach terrorists not to blow shit up. It's like, oh my God. And then they wonder why bad shit happens to them. This is why certain people tell you, walk with a friend, don't walk alone, park your car in a lit area. They say this shit for a goddamn fucking reason. Yeah, let's ignore all that shit. Yeah, let's ignore that kind of bullshit. Let's see accidents not to happen. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Drew. God, man. Oh my God, like, people fucking annoy me, I swear to God. Let's teach criminals not to do crimes. To do crimes. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of this shit. And I'm tired of watching these motherfuckers. I'm tired of motherfuckers protecting stupid people. I'm just tired of fucking retards that just have lack little to no fucking common sense. Jesus Christ. Oh God. They don't. They have no common sense. They're fucking idiots, and this is why bad shit happens to you. This is why bad shit happens to you. You're a dumbass. You deserve whatever the fuck you get. I'm tired of this shit, and I'm tired of dumbass motherfuckers trying to make laws that protect stupid people. That's it. I'm not dealing with that shit. I refuse. Fucking let it happen. Can't do this shit no more. Like you said, this is the year of no fuck shit. Tired of dealing with dumbasses. Can't do it anymore. There's something else I want to discuss. If you don't like it, you protect the stupid. You protect the stupid 2021. I'm not protecting it. I'm not protecting anybody. Let these motherfuckers drown. Let these fucking assholes die. Like I said, peel off all the fucking warning labels and let the problem will eventually solve itself. Congress. None. They're not going to allow that shit. At all. Like I said, peel off all the fucking warning labels and the problem will eventually solve itself. Come on, come and protect the dumb. No, let them die. They deserve whatever the fuck they get because they're fucking stupid. It'd be much more simple to do that. Peel off all the warning labels, the problem will eventually solve itself. It's a self-correcting problem. But, yeah, but, there's one more video I want to look at.
We're at a pig vigil right now outside of the slaughterhouse. That slaughter's set up a barbecue right in front of us. They just came across.
Ready for my once a month barbecue for Fearman's pork. I do it all the time. Hopefully to skip.
Let's just skip all this. Oh my God! I'm just here, just selling hot dogs. Why are you so... Jesus. If you don't like... Look at this. If you don't like meat, then don't fucking eat it. Jeez fucking Louise. It's this process of me, so we. That's what I can't fucking stand. This shit right here. Leave us meat eaters alone and we'll leave you the fuck alone. Sound fair? Okay? Alright. And then they wonder what and then these fuckheads, these idiotic fuckheads wonder why they get sick. They look sick. They look like fucking death on a fucking soda cracker. Like, if you're vegan, fine. I don't care. But don't sit down here and command my shit and tell me what I can and can't eat. That's your choice. It doesn't have to be my choice. Go away. God. But yeah, but I'm done. I'm done prattling. I'm done prattling on. This is like the year of no. Like I said, no fuck it. This is probably gonna. I don't know. This is probably going to be my last video for a while. I might make another one. I might make another one on Sunday. Well, I'll be joining Drew's live stream on Sunday, but but yeah, I might make it. I mean, I might make another video sometime on Saturday, maybe Monday. I'm not quite sure. It all depends. But if you can, hell, I might make another one. I might make another one tomorrow. Well, it all depends. Well, tomorrow at 9 o'clock actually. But like I said, it all depends. Like, it all depends how I feel. But that's gonna do it for me in my video. But I just want to, let me show you how I feel about the situation. If you like, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Spider 32, and I am fucking done here. See, oh yeah. See you, Space Cowboy. Like I said, it's gonna be my last video for a little while. I don't know. So sick of these fucking ads.